Deasia Watkins, a young woman from Ohio, pleaded guilty to the murder of her own 3-month-old daughter in a horrifying and tragic case that shocked the nation. Watkins committed an unimaginable act of brutality while suffering from postpartum psychosis, a condition characterized by severe mental illness following childbirth. The chilling details of the crime, the complexities surrounding her mental state, and the profound questions it raises about maternal mental health and the protection of vulnerable children are all explored in this video. In cases like this, where a mother becomes a perpetrator against her own child, how does society deal with the devastating consequences of severe mental illness? Her lawyers called the crime gruesome and horrific. The prosecutor called it an unbelievable act. "I loved her no matter what anyone said," Watkins, then 22, said in court. Deasia Watkins pleaded guilty to Deasia Watkins' death in March 2015. She told a Hamilton County judge how much she adored her daughter. Watkins had previously pleaded not guilty by reason of insanity to aggravated murder. She was placed in psychiatric care and later found competent to stand trial. According to court records, she was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis, and her attorney, Norm Oben, stated that she is taking medication to treat the condition. "Nobody is arguing that she was not mentally ill. Everybody agrees she was," Oben said. "It's just whether she knew at the time it was going on that it was wrong. This case is tragic." Watkins, according to Oben, is still mentally ill but in remission. When the trial began in April 2015, a judge ordered Watkins to receive treatment and set her next court date for 6 months later. In September 2015, she was found competent to stand trial. Watkins was seen repeatedly in court with blank stares and little discernible reaction to her surroundings. Watkins' attorney claimed that she was unaware of what is going on around her. Watkins was placed on a 72-hour psychiatric hold at Deaconess Hospital when Deasia was born. According to court records pertaining to Deasia's case, Watkins was diagnosed with postpartum psychosis around this time, a condition characterized by the onset of psychotic behavior following childbirth. Doctors prescribed Risperdal, an antipsychotic medication, to Watkins as treatment, but it was unclear whether she was taking it. The infant suffered multiple stab wounds to the right side of her face and head, according to Hamilton County Coroner Lakshmi Samarko's report, and her head was severed from her body. When asked how many stab wounds Deasia had received, Samarko stated that she had lost count. On March 16, 2015, police responded to a 911 call and discovered the decapitated infant on the kitchen counter of an aunt who was temporarily caring for the child. Authorities said the baby had been stabbed several times with a large chef's knife. She also had a fractured arm. According to police, Watkins had placed the knife in the infant's hand. She later told police she did it so people would think the child did it, not her. Hamilton County Assistant Prosecutor David Prem told the Cincinnati Enquirer in court. County Prosecutor Joe Dieters stated that Watkins appeared to be suffering from serious mental issues when police discovered her in a blood-splattered bed at her aunt's house. According to court documents, Watkins was considered a threat to her child and had been acting crazy and talking about demons when a juvenile court judge placed the baby in the custody of Hamilton County Job and Family Services. The baby was later placed in the temporary care of an aunt who was warned by authorities to keep the mother away from the child unless social workers were present. According to court documents, doctors declared her unfit to be around the child unless she took prescribed medication. According to the prosecutor's office, Job and Family Services followed court orders by finding a relative to care for the child and checking on her on a regular basis. However, according to Dieters, social workers were unaware that the mother had apparently moved into the aunt's house about a week before the slaying. The case of Deasia Watkins is a sobering reminder of the fragile nature of mental health and the potentially disastrous consequences when it is ignored or untreated. It emphasizes the critical need for increased awareness, support, and resources for people suffering from postpartum psychosis and other mental disorders that can jeopardize the health of both mothers and their children. As we strive for a more compassionate and understanding society, we must address the difficult issues surrounding maternal mental health and work to prevent similar tragedies from occurring in the future.